The extent of the far-reaching implications of the go-slow drive along the highway on Tuesday, from late appointments, court dates to medical visits, among others, have yet to be calculated. However, the driving instructor at the center of the controversial protest, Kingson Jean, has a date in a court of law to answer to charges of hindering the flow of traffic along the busy Castries to Grosile roadway.
Yesterday I was charged for hindering the flow of traffic, and my day in court will be on the 20th of January 2021.
Jean's student driver and another instructor also face charges, and the National Association of Driving Schools has distanced itself from the go slow, stating that the body did not sanction the protest. Despite finding himself on the wrong side of the law, Jean has no regrets in his bid to draw attention to concerns over the suspension of driving examinations.
I'm happy that I was arrested, in a way, meaning that it brings light to more important issues which the driving school sector is facing at this point in time. I believe we had free and practical exams to stop abruptly without even informing us in advance as to what they intend to do, without any form of consultation.
Jean was roiled by the decision to suspend all practical exams with no future date of resumption. He argues the financial plight of scores of student drivers far outweighs what he views as a minor inconvenience on the highway on Tuesday morning.
I'd like to see the resumption of practical exams as soon as possible. It's not just for me, it is for those poor people, those parents sending their children to learn to drive, making that sacrifice for them to get a driver's license and having to stop, and now having to spend way more money just to come back to practice again, because once you stop, you lose the touch if you just start to learn to drive.
The driving instructor sought to quantify the monetary losses incurred by student drivers, putting the figure at nearly $1,000 each, given the postponement of practical exams.
If you have to stop, sometimes your permit will expire at $75. Your medical will expire. Some doctors charge $150 for that. Your free might have to expire. Probably have to go and redo it. That's another $50. So you're now looking at a total of almost $300 there just for renewing permits and paperwork. And now you have to look at the cost of continuing driving again, probably for an extended month again, and that's about $480, sometimes $500 something a month. So in total, you look at almost $1,000 more just because we had that stop.
With some 45 driving schools on the island churning out nearly 16 students a month for practical exams, Jean surmises that over 2,000 learners have been impacted by the suspension in practical exams. Now, the sector awaits the outcome of a review by the Chief Medical Officer and the Environmental Health Department on a review of proposed protocols for driving schools. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.
What's traffic at the back?